Hey guys, so Kevin Feige was recently asked about the potential of returning of Abomination and the leader who were set up back in the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie, and here's what he had to say about it. So it's an embarrassment of riches of places we could go or characters we could reprise or bring back now that I think Ragnarok is of course our 17th MCU film, and you would be surprised how many it's come up to just finding the right place. And as I said, if they can't do it right, don't do it or do it later. And then the notion of, hey, I'm here too, next is not interesting to us. Abomination is in a prison somewhere too. So who knows what that means? It sounds like he wants to do it right. Whenever he does do it, he wants to do it right. But just sake of touching upon it, just because they touched upon it, doesn't mean they want to. They don't want to have to touch it. It sounds like he doesn't want to have to do it just because it's out there, just because they've already set that out. They don't want to have to touch it. So I think it could be interesting to see, how it comes up. I mean, it sounds like it's not something that he would ever say, oh, we're going to bring him back at this movie, and But I think if the right filmmaker comes along and says, hey, I know I recently went through, watched the Incredible Hulk movie, and I realized that these two characters are there, if I can use them in this movie or that movie, that could be interesting. So I think it sounds like, they're still there, they're still out there. Maybe in some movie at some point they'll come back. But it sounds like he's ambivalent to the idea of like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna come back, but there's never say never type thing. So I think it would have to be a pretty perfect storyline where they're the perfect characters for those stories. So I think we'll have to wait and see if we ever get these guys back. But it doesn't sound like Kevin Feige is gonna make that happen anytime soon. So I think it's up to the directors or the writers of the movies if they're interested in doing it and that fulfills the storyline purpose. Then they'll bring them back instead of just bringing them back to bringing them back sake type thing, which I think is good. Doing it proper rather than doing it forcing it and stuff. I think is the way to go. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. What do you think about having Abomination return, and would you like to see them return together or separate? I mean, I think the leader could be interesting since he's a really interesting character. Now I think with this whole Disney buying Fox and 20th Century Fox getting the Fantastic Four and the X-Men rights, with Fantastic Four comes Doctor Doom, and I think seeing a Doctor Doom leader team up movie could be a cool movie type thing. Maybe Doctor Doom finds the leader and leader's been doing stuff in the behind the scenes that we didn't know about or something like that. That could be a cool setup. Maybe Doctor Doom finds this crippled leader and we get something like that. So I think that could be a cool idea, but like Kevin Feige said, as long as it's as long as it's not just for bringing back sake, it's just for the story rather than just to bring the big characters back. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below, and what do you think about Kevin Feige's words, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.